League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Washington Redskins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Brissett to throw on first. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 3rd down, Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open. On 2nd down, Brissett again.
He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down, Brissett. This complete to the tight end, Clay. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Brissett. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 18. Now the first carry for Bryce Love. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing on second down. Haskins got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. That's caught by the tight end, Smith Jr. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind. No pointing.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Out of the gun, Brissett. It's caught, Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Brissett. Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Brissett now. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this one complete to Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 73 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now on 2nd and 13. Brissett under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He's got Adams on the hookup, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Haskins to throw. It got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Complete. Smith has it. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. McManus's point after is good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
On second down now, Swift. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Under 10, under 10, 10. Watch that, watch that, watch that.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. It's caught here by Adams. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett, he's got a man complete. It's Clay. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 25-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 1st down, here's Love. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struck. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Smith, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins, he's got Smith here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Got an open man, it's QT. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Love. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Here's Haskins. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now it's Haskins. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. On 1st down, Swift. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. To throw is Brissett. And Adams has it complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And almost intercepted. It would have been his 2nd pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Mike Davis, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
The throw over the middle taken in. It's a foot race. 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. We're set on first down. Looking deep for Adams. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dean Lowry just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They'll try the left side. Swift. And some room to roam now. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Seattle. 56 yards on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Point after, right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Haskins will throw. This will be caught by Brown. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Haskins going to try to throw it. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Marquise Brown, 30 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Check it back or check it back.
Brissett to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Yr2 with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the knee.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. After the penalty, it's Davis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So now they operate back from their side of the field here, second and long.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Don't let him break.
They go again with Davis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On third down, Davis. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to